Hey guys, Alaha here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a SFX Mermaid look. This is super glam but gory, as you can tell. You can do this look without the blood and all that SFX work if you'd like. It's super easy to achieve and I show it to you step by step. But before we get started, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notifications so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And without further ado, let's jump right on into this tutorial. So the first thing I'm going to do is mute out and completely cover my eyebrows using good old Elmer's glue. This is non-toxic, so it's not going to poison me or anything like that. I just apply this in circular motions all throughout my eyebrows because I do have really thick brows. And then I'm using a spoolie to just brush it all out. Then I go in with my chalk dust setting powder by the crayon case and I just set this in place. This translucent powder has, well, I shouldn't say translucent because it's not. It's actually a light beige color, so it kind of helps conceal that dark eyebrow. Then I'm going in with my Benefit Cosmetics Boiing concealer. I cannot speak. And the color that I used here is the shade number 5. And I just apply this to my eyebrows to completely conceal them. And I blend it out with a Real Techniques Insta Pop cheek brush. And I'm dying of laughter because I look like Professor X from X-Men. Then using that same concealer, I go ahead and conceal my face to get ready for foundation. And yes, I will be airbrushing because, airbrushing is easy and it's super fast and I wanted to get this done really fast. And again, I just blend out this concealer and highlight with my Instapop Real Techniques brush. I don't know why I can't speak today. Please don't mind me. Anyway, after that, I just set it with that same chalk dust setting powder so it doesn't move and slip around underneath my makeup. We're not really going to bake, so we're just going to go ahead and dust off all of that powder using a fluffy brush. Next, I'm going in with my Temp 2 shade number 9 foundation. And if you guys noticed, I did not apply any Brilliant Glow like I normally do. And I also didn't wear any primer, and that's only because I was literally going to wash this right off. I did this look for the sake of a tutorial. I was not wearing this out, so it was literally just coming right off afterwards. So yeah, now I'm going in with my Temp 2 foundation, just applying this in a couple of layers all over my face because I want that full coverage look because I am the full coverage queen. Next, I'm going in with my P. Louise and Mama Mitchell. This is the Acid Rain collection. This is the shade Nitro, and I'm using an Anastasia Beverly Hills brow stencil to fill in my new eyebrows with this color. I don't know what possessed me to do blue eyebrows, but it matched the hair, and I really wanted to take this look to the next level. And in order to do that, I needed a lot more lid space. So that's why I drew on my own eyebrows. I did the same thing for the other eyebrow, and then I went ahead with my Benefit Cosmetics hoolabronzer to just contour my nose to go ahead and get that out of the way. For eyeshadow, I'm going in with that base again, but this time I'm using the shade Raver, and I'm just applying this onto my eyes using a flat concealer flat concealer brush, and then I use a fluffy brush to kind of blend out the edges so they kind of have a gradient effect to them and it's nice and blended instead of just being like a harsh chunk of pink on my eyelids. And again, I really wanted this look to be taken to the next level, so I really blow out this look and go all the way up to my brows with that pink eyeshadow. Then I go in with the shade Ibiza in the Acid Rain collection, and I apply this to my lower lash line to give myself a nice base. Then I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Volume 1 palette, and I go in with the shade A5, which is a nice bright pink color, and I use this to kind of blend that paint in because it was kind of too harsh for me and I wanted a little bit more of like a transition color there. And I take this all the way into my temples even though my hair is gonna cover it because I wanted the eyeshadow to look kind of endless. So I knew my hair was gonna cover it, but I decided to just do that anyway. Then I go in with the shade B3 and I use my middle finger to just apply this onto the lid to give my eyes a little bit more dimension. I just thought it looked really, really pretty, so I just, applied it on there. Then going into the shade A3, I apply this to my lower lash line and blend it all the way out into that pink eyeshadow so the two colors can just marry together. Next, I'm going into the shade C1 and I'm using my finger to just apply this to the inner third of my eye. I just liked the way this looked. I kind of just started off with the inner corners and then I blended it out a little bit. And I don't know, it just brightened up my eyes a lot and I really, really loved the way that looked. Then going into the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Prance, I apply this to my waterline to brighten up my eyes a bit. We're gonna go ahead and create a winged eyeliner using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Black Liquid Liner. I absolutely love this liner. This is my second time using it and it's really amazing. It just glides on effortlessly and it makes the wing so easy because of the brush that it has. Mascara I'll be going in with is the Too Faced Damn Girl Mascara. I'm really starting to like this mascara. I don't really like the brush that much, even though it's supposed to like elongate and like make your lashes all full and whatever. I just wasn't a fan. Then I'm going in with my Temp 2 Empty Pod and I'm using the shade Electric Blue in the Dura colors. Dura is an alcohol base color, so this is very hard to get off. You can only get it off with alcohol, and if you have extremely sensitive skin, I would not recommend this. They have other blue options that you can use, but I like to use this because it's more opaque, and I don't know, I'm a daredevil and my skin isn't all that sensitive, so I just apply this to my forehead in kind of like a V kind of shape, I guess you would call it. And then I also apply it to the hollows of my cheeks, my neck, my shoulders, my collarbone. I really want that mermaid-esque kind of vibe, and you guys are going to see where I'm going with this. This is actually just the base for the scales, the quote-unquote scales that we're going to be drawing on. Next, I'm going in with a fishnet wig cap. Yes, I actually owned one of these just laying around and I was like, let me use this instead of ruining a nice pair of stockings. And I just wear this onto my face. I look like a maniac, but you can only look good if you look like a maniac first, right? So I'm just putting this onto my face and this is going to give the illusion of scales. No, we're not keeping this on. We're actually using the Dura paint in the shade Purple. Even though this looks red, it's actually the shade Purple. And we're just going over the areas that we colored blue. We're going over it with purple now to kind of, you'll see when I take the fishnet stocking off my face, or the fishnet wig cap off my face. You'll see where I'm going with this. And another thing I like about the Dura paints is that it dries really fast, so I don't have to like wait around so this thing doesn't smudge all over my face. It literally dries in seconds. And now that I take it off, voila, we have scales. I'm doing the same thing for my neck, and again, shoulders, collarbone, all that good stuff to get that scale look all over my face. I had to get real crafty because I couldn't hold this, so I had to like pin it to my hair, and then at another point I had to like hold it in my mouth. It's like the crazy things I do for YouTube, huh? Although the scales look amazing, we're not done with them yet. I'm going in with a Temp 2 SB White Shimmer Highlight, and I'm applying this over all the scaly areas because this is going to give it a little bit of a shine to really make it look like fish skin. Disgusting. But yeah, fish skin. Mermaid skin. Yeah, mermaid sounds cuter than fish skin. Now that I'm turning from side to side, you can see what that shimmer did for the scale look. Next, I'm going in with my Ben Nye Clear Latex, and I'm applying this to 3 different areas of my body slash face. The first is going to be on the side of my mouth. You can kind of place these wherever you want, or like I said, you can completely skip this. Just apply your lipstick and you'll be done with the mermaid look if you don't want to do the SFX part. And then after the latex, I apply some cotton, and then I go in with another layer of latex. And this is just to build that fleshy look. It looks like ripped skin once we like color it in and all that good stuff. If you guys have seen any of my other SFX tutorials, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Then I place a little fish hook. These hooks were a scam. they looked so much bigger online and I didn't read the description, and they actually ended up being very small. So now I have an entire case of fish hooks that I don't need because I don't go fishing, and they're all this little. So I apply that to my face to make it look like, you know, somebody was fishing for me. And then I applied a little bit of latex and some more cotton over it to hold that hook in place. Please be very careful with this if you're using actual fish hooks, because these things are sharp, man. Like, it poked me and it hurts really, really bad. Thank God I didn't poke my face, just poked my finger, but yeah. Then I apply a little bit more cotton and latex, and I'm just building this in layers because next I'm going in with a seashell. I bought a whole pack of these seashells from Amazon. I mean, you can go to the beach to get them, really, but like, these are really nice looking seashells. You don't find nice looking seashells like this anywhere in the beach in New York. So yeah, then I just hold a blow dryer to kind of dry this whole thing in place so I'm not waiting here forever. And I do the same thing to my forehead, apply latex, cotton, latex again, and then go in with the seashell. So it's 2 layers of latex, 1 layer of cotton. If you really want this to be durable and crazy, then go ahead and apply more layers. But I just found that this worked for me since, like I said, I wasn't keeping this on. I was taking it right off. And then I use a blow dryer to dry it again. And then I do the exact same thing to my neck, but this time I use 3 seashells. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the SFX part. And then we're gonna go on to painting it. While I'm waiting for that SFX stuff to dry onto my face, I go in with my Milk Makeup Flex highlighter in the shade Lit, and I apply this to the bridge of my nose to highlight my nose, and I also apply it to the inner corners of my eyes just for a little extra glam. I mean, why not? I already had it out, right? So that latex and cotton mixture made it look white, and if I were to apply foundation directly onto that white layer, it would look a lot lighter than the rest of my face. So I actually go in with a darker foundation. This is the shade 11W. No particular reason that I use this color here. I could have even went in with something a little darker and less orange, but I didn't have it with me, so I just made this work. So I apply a very light layer of that, although it doesn't look like that light of a layer. It's because it's on white. And I apply that all over that SFX area, and then I go in with my regular foundation shade, and as you can see here, it's kind of blending that color into my skin and making it look more like my skin tone instead of looking 100 times lighter than my skin tone. So that's the reason behind the orange. And that orangey dark shade, that's actually really good too, because it kind of reminds me of sand. So it gave it another little cool effect, even though it's all going to be covered in a minute. Then I'm going in with my Huda Beauty Jade eyelashes, just applying this straight to my eyes while that foundation on my face dries. Then going in with the Dura colors in the shade Prime Red. I'm applying this to, putting it into an empty pot, and then again, I'm applying it all over those seashells because I want the skin to look bruised and hurt and irritated, because I mean, let's be real, a seashell just cut through my face. It's not going to be regular flesh tone, right? You guys are probably wondering why I put foundation on if I'm covering it anyway. It's because I don't want any of that white peeking through. Then I go in with my Ben Nye Fresh Scab Gel. This looks like blood, like a really thick blood consistency, and I just use a brush to apply this all around the edges of the seashells and that fish hook to kind of give it that bleeding cut skin look. So the next thing I will be going to do is go in with the Ben Nye Stage Blood. I love this stuff because it really does look like blood, and it gives it a very, very realistic look. So I love that, and I just kind of use that same brush to apply it around the wounds and let it drip down so it looks extra disgusting, because I'm just a disgusting person. lipstick I'll be going in with is the Crayon Case Presidential Liquid Lipstick. This is a super blue lipstick. I just wanted to go for an overall blue look. Not sure why, but I just was really loving the blue vibe. So that's what I did. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And turn on the bell notifications so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for staying until the very end. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!